trying to tell them it's all gonna be fine. Cause I'm different, I swear that I'm different. I come from that fuck you pay me. Well, if you work a job, it gon' be some slavery, I'm telling you. Well, if you working hard to save, it might not even be enough. I'm taking that hard stuff. I'ma wake up chasing, baby, know I need them big bucks. I had doubled up on the real, you know I can't be stuck.
Hey man, welcome back to another episode of Zay'S. It's your boy Zay Applin, aka Zay Way, aka Hood, aka Zay App. Yeah, and I feel blessed to be back. Right, I set the vibe a little different. As y'all see, I changed the setup just a little bit. You know what I mean? I feel like this me. I feel like being in the chair and with the camera off to the side was too. It was too performative. You dig? It felt a little too performative. It felt I'm spitting this. It felt a little too performative. It felt a little too showish. But I pulled up with a candle. I lit the sage. I probably have it at the beginning of the episode. I lit the incense in the back. Got the smoke circulating. Got the vibe circulating, and I feel it though. Yeah. Like usually, I ain't gonna lie. Usually, I'm a little nervous before I start before I start talking because it felt performative because I was in the chair, camera off to the side, and I had to, welcome back to another episode of Zay. Hey, nigga, this me, Zay, bro. This me, and I'm back, and, bro, boy, that's me just celebrating myself, bro. I don't think we do that enough in terms of celebrating ourselves, especially celebrating ourselves publicly. You did, fighting them internal battles and just to see myself back here in the space that I am and not having to force myself to be back here, but genuinely being able to show up in this space and being ready to thrive in this space again because of how I'm doing in my personal life. When you showing up for yourself in your personal life, day-to-day life, how you show up in your business ventures or your business avenues or your creative avenues, it shows, bro. And not only does it show with these two eyes, but people feel it. So when people feel it, that means they see it from their spirit body. And their spirit body is seeing it. So because your spirit body is seeing it, that means your physical body feels it. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, man, life has been smooth. When I say life has been smooth, I'm referring to these last couple weeks. You know what I mean? I've been real intentional these last couple weeks. Um, And that's kind of really why I kind of dipped away from Zay's way because I didn't like the cycle I was in, bro. I really didn't. I didn't like the cycle I was in. And I finally just got to a point of being rooted in where I wanted to go. Not being rooted in the things I didn't say I wasn't going to do anymore, but more so being rooted in where I want to go, my destiny, my vision, my mission. I was too focused on being rooted in the things that I didn't want to do anymore. And that wasn't a strong enough reason. But once I became rooted in the things, or once I became rooted in my destiny on where I wanted to go, where I saw myself, where I felt like I need to be headed, or what's for me and what's for my path and where I should be walking, everything changed. Everything changed, bro. Because it's like a realization of I'm never gonna get there if I keep doing what I'm doing. Never gonna get there. So when you're doing things, or when you're in a position and you're trying to root yourself in doing things to not do things because you don't want to, or how can I put this? Let me pull it in. Let me stay with me. When you're more focused on rooting yourself and not wanting to do certain things, it don't be a big enough reason because your mind and your ego will always make excuses. But when you root yourself in your destiny and your mission truly in your purpose and saying the person the version of me who aligns with that purpose and that mission don't do those things. You dig what I'm saying? It's not a different. It's a difference. It's not the same thing. When you're rooting yourself and not doing those things, you're not mentioning to yourself and to your higher self the purpose and mentioning the importance of the purpose and the importance of the mission, importance of the vision. You're mentioning you don't want to do those things. Subconsciously, your ego is like, well, you don't have a great enough reason to stop doing those things. You just want to stop doing those things. Internally, you know, but you're not expressing that within. When you move in such as, I'm rooting myself in my mission, therefore I won't do those things because the version of me who roots their self in their mission don't do those things. Excuse me. Did that make sense though? Hopefully y'all picking up what I'm putting down. All right. And I think that's so important right now to talk about because we're in fall. We're in fall season. And it's harvest season, bro. It's truly harvest season. But the harvest season only comes for those who are truly organized, and in order. The harvest season only truly comes to those who are organized and in order. Organized and order. Those are two things you need when going into this fall season, bro. You're supposed to situate all your chaos well before the fall time. I'm not saying it's too late, but chaos can't thrive when things are trying to come into fruition because it dismantles the frequency. Because when the frequency of abundance, renewal, new things trying to come in, but chaos is still looming. Chaos of the old is still looming. Now, there's a such thing as chaos of the new. Chaos of new things coming in and it feeling a little chaotic, but you kind of going with the flow. But the chaos of the old are patterns and things and situations and people that have already been there and shouldn't still be there. And because these things and people and situations shouldn't still be in your reality, that is why it's chaotic. Anything that's supposed to be in your life right now won't cause chaos, bro. I promise you, I guarantee you, bro. Whether it's a girl, whether it's any type of relationship, any type of friendship, any type of business ordeal, if it's meant for your life right now, it will not be causing chaos. Therefore, if there's something in your life that's causing chaos, you need to remove it. It does not need to be there. Fall represents letting go of things. When the falls drop, it's not that the tree is dying. The tree is ready to sprout new leaves, to grow new leaves. So your new leaves cannot come into fruition. Your new leaves can't start this process of growing if you don't drop your old leaves. Don't be the tree don't be the tree that takes the longest to drop their leaves. It's trees already right now dropping their leaves. You feel me? It's gonna be some trees that take them a little while to drop their leaves. Don't be the tree that takes the longest to drop their leaves. Now when it comes to nature, I'm not saying that's a bad thing for a tree to drop their leaves late, but I'm just making an example in terms of on a human flesh level. Don't be the tree that drops their leaves last, because you want to start the process early in the fall season, the harvest season. Therefore, you can reap your rewards. Now, when it comes to harvest season, this is a season of being very intentional, laying down the foundation. It's a continuance of what you did over the summertime, right? You had your fun in the summertime, boom. But some people was working in the summertime. Some people was getting to their chicken bag. Some people was really grinding. Some people was really, getting after it. Some people was really focused. Some people wasn't really going out like that. And some people, if they were, it was networking. You dig? What were you doing? So let's look up the definition of what harvest means real quick. Right? Let's look that up. Harvest, the process or period of gathering in crops. Harvesting is the process of collecting plants, animals, or fish as food, especially the process of gathering mature crops. The process of gathering mature crops. That is the meaning of harvest. Again, the process of gathering mature crops. Now, for your crops to be mature, that means you had to been investing in those crops, watering those crops, tending to those crops, speaking life into those crops, tilling the land, tilling the soil. The energy had to be right. You had to be really cultivating your plants, cultivating the crop for them to be mature right now. Just because you had crops, that if you wasn't doing the tilling of the soil and tilling of the land, speaking to the plants, speaking to the crops, watering the land, watering the soil, watering the crops. If you wasn't cultivating these crops, do not expect your crops to be mature right now if you didn't do the work for them to be mature right now. This is what harvest season is about. This harvest season exposes who truly was doing the things that they say they were. And if you wasn't, that's cool. But it just shows you if you were or not. You feel me? So it's important right now, man. It's important to let go. If you haven't already, let go of the things you need to let go. Because check me, stay with me. Because if you was tending to your crops, but you still hanging on to things that you need to let go, your harvest season will be delayed because it's a breakage in the energy field. It's a breakage in the frequency for those blessings, for that harvest to come through. Therefore, those crops aren't going to be ready to be picked or to be gathered because there's a blockage still there. Sometimes the blockage is other people. Sometimes the blockage is your blockhead. Not just playing. Sometimes the blockage is you, gang. Bro, for a little bit, I'm like, damn, the blockage is all these other. The blockage was me because I was allowing these other people to be the blockage, nigga. Even if somebody else is being the blockage for you, you are the captain to your own life, my nigga. So if somebody else is being the blockage to your life, you're being the blockage to your own life by allowing other people to have that much access and control over your life to block your blessings, to block your harvest season, to slow down your harvest season. You're the blockage. You're blocking yourself. Regardless of what it looks on the physical, mundane level, you have to go underneath it and realize it's me. It's me. Because if I'm truly living by, I'm the captain of my fate, I'm the master of my fate, I'm the captain of my soul, then no one should have the power, especially on a human level, to dictate when your blessings come. That was my speaker, my bad. When your blessings should come, they should not have that power over you at all. So we have to be honest about where we are in our growth journey in terms of being ready to remove certain things, being ready to stop doing certain things, being truly ready to disassociate with certain things. Because we think we be ready to be done with certain things, but we really don't. Because if we are, what's stopping us? That small one that still want to be involved in those things. And it's okay. It's okay. It's not okay, but it's okay. I'm saying it's okay because we all are not, none of us are exempt from that particular instance. We've all been there where it's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that no more. I don't want to be involved in that no more. But you find yourself still involved in it. Why? Because there's something within you deep down, where you haven't did the shadow work, the inner work to realize or to understand which part within me, where inside my internal world is still longing for this particular thing that I need to get rid of. What is it? What energy is lingering for me to still want to be involved in that? So, saying? So it's important that we slow down in this time, but also make the right moves. Slow down, but make the right moves right now. This time isn't going to call for you to be doing a lot of different stuff, being frantic. This is not the time for that. This is not the time for that. This is time to slow down and be precise with your moves. If that makes sense. Be intentional, be precise. That's the move right there. And then be steady with it. Be steady. Boom. That's the move right there. Be steady with it. You feel me? Moves like that. Real boom. And I ain't saying these moves got to be big, but they got to be very intricate and very how can I say? They got to be very intricate and they got to be very conducive to the journey that you on right now. They have to be. You can't be going through with no move that fall flat or that don't have no substance behind it or that don't really elevate you in no ways. You shouldn't be doing anything just for the vibes right now or just cause right now. Even if you taking yourself out on a date by yourself, bro. I've been reading this book called The Artist's Way. I was gonna bring it here. I forgot to bring it here, my bad. But they got these things called an artist date, where it's basically you tending to your inner child. Whether going to a museum, my bad, y'all. Whether going to a museum or painting or designing or podcasting or doing something that you love, doing something that really taps into your inner child. They call that an artist date. So even doing things like that, that's not an unintentional move. That's tending to your inner world. And if you don't tend to your inner world, this outer world is going to look great to you. Because you can get all the money in the world, but if you're not tending to your inner world, bro, this world just gonna feel dull to you. It's gonna look dull to you. It's not gonna have any hyperness to it. It's not gonna have any defined color to it. Because it's like you just going with the flow. You just going with this world as it come to you, basically. So yeah, bro. Just me personally, I've recently taken up journaling, bro. Now, fellas, I'm gonna speak to the fellas on this because I don't know if women, if y'all are pretty consistent with this. I know the women that I've talked to say they're pretty consistent in journaling. I see it talked about a lot amongst women's circles and within women's circles. So I can only speak to the fellas because I don't really hear it talked about in circles where men are discussing and sharing ideas and sharing thoughts and whatnot. But journaling, bro, journaling is amazing, dog. And I know the first thought you have, like, man, I ain't journaling. That's some pussy. Or maybe that was just me. Maybe that was just my thought. Like, man, nigga, I ain't journaling. I'm a grown ass man. Hey, fuck, I look like journaling. But I think that those type of things fall into toxic masculinity behavior, not actually being a masculine man, but thinking things like journaling is some pushy shit. That's, in my opinion, that can be deemed as toxic masculinity. And even that phrase is just, we ain't gonna go there, but I would allow that to be funneled underneath that term. But journaling, bro, again, the book that I was reading, The Artist's Way, it recommended me to write morning pages for the longest, and I just kept pushing off. Like, it's one of those books that wants you to be involved in the book, so it gives you activities, and that was just one of the activities that I didn't want to do. Like, I didn't want to write morning pages. Like, nigga, I just didn't want to do that shit. I just be honest. So I would do all the other activities, but not do the morning pages. And the morning pages was basically just journaling. was basically just journaling, right? And I found this journal in my room. It's called a mood tracker. I done had it for a minute. I opened it up and seen that it had like, ask what your mood is, sleep hours, activities for the day, what you gonna eat, and then at the bottom it had a reflection space. So I'm like, okay, like I did the first day and I started writing, and then no bullshit, I got mad because it wasn't enough for me to finish writing, bro. So this whole time, like, man, I ain't gonna have nothing to write about. Once I started writing, bro, I'm like, I need more space, gang. Like, you ain't give me enough space to really write. Now I'm like, you feel me? But it's just to show you, bro. You'll think you're not gonna have enough to write. As soon as you start writing, bro, that's when everything just start like, man, this on my mind too. This on my mind too. This on my mind too. And what I realized as I'm journaling, as I'm getting these reflections down, as I'm getting these emotions down onto paper, I'm transferring the emotion that I have onto the paper. So some of those negative, low vibrating emotions, low vibrational emotions that I'm having, as I'm writing it, I'm transferring it down onto the paper. So therefore, I'm removing it off of my vessel, off of my auric field and onto the paper. And now it exists there. It's like the paper is an absorber of energy if you allow it to be. If you allow that process of journaling to be a ceremony of transmutation of energy, because that's basically what it is when you're journaling. It's a transmutation of energy in a ceremonial way, because you're sitting down, you're getting out a pen or pencil, a piece of paper, and you're writing it down. You're going into your deepest feelings, your deepest emotions, your deepest thought patterns, and you're writing, and you're pulling from there, and you're writing, and you're transferring it onto paper. You dig what I'm saying? So those things like that should be taken sacred and should be taken seriously and should be done with true intention. Should be done with true intention, man. So, man, it's truly harvest season, bro. It's truly the time to start new things. Harvest season, starting a new thing, journaling. I've been heavy into sexual discipline lately, too. Like, heavy. Even the last time I told y'all I was heavy into sexual discipline, I wasn't as heavy as I am in it now. Like, now I'm stumped down 2022, 2023. And I don't even like saying it, but it's like, I'm really stumped down in it now, bro. Because I'm no longer doing things. I'm no longer not wanting to do certain things. I'm wanting to align with the version of me that's on mission, on purpose, on vision. So the version of me that's on mission, on purpose, that's in alignment with his vision, don't involve himself with certain things. It's like a switch that flipped. A switch that flipped, bro. And it's like, I don't ever get there by doing certain things. So forget the things, I don't get to my destiny. So therefore, fuck them things. It's not just fuck them things with no subject behind why it's fuck them things. I don't get to who I become because of doing those things. That's why it's fuck those things. You see? I hope y'all like my little incense holder, bro. It's a vibe, you dig? And no, I'm not giving the company or whatever, bro, because I ain't getting no you feel me? Nothing for them folks. But it's dope though. It's dope. But yeah, so it's certain people in your life that you don't even realize they shoplifting your energy, gang. They shoplifting your energy. Bro, it's certain people who will gaslight you for having boundaries for yourself, bro. It's certain people that will make you question if you're a good person for having boundaries for yourself because you're pulling your energy away from that person. The person won't acknowledge the person won't acknowledge maybe I'm being a disservice to that person, or maybe I'm being a hindrance to that person for them to want to pull their energy away from me, it's always a personal thing. It's oh, you don't care about me. Well, clearly you don't care about me if you're not respecting my boundaries. Clearly you don't care about me if I'm saying I gotta pull away from you. You're not going within this and trying to see or really trying to understand where I'm coming from, or really trying to figure out how to change that, how to fix that. It's a me thing. It's a me. What about me? What about me? What about you? What about you? That's where I'm at with my life. Nigga come, or what about me? What about you, gang? Go take care of yourself. Go get yourself right. Because I'm getting myself right. So I don't have the time and energy to tend to you. I'm tending to my own land, nigga. Go tend to your land. Go tend to yourself. When I say till to your land, tend to your land, go tend to yourself. I'm tending to my land. I'm tilling my land. I'm tilling my soil. Go till your soil. Go tend to your land. Go tend to your energy. Go tend to your world. You don't want to, because it's chaotic in there. And when people get around people that they know are within to their core, truly peaceful, without the other energies from other people pulling them away from their core inner zen, it fucks them up, because they know they gotta keep that person around. And if that person try to go somewhere, they damn near liable to gaslight you, throw whatever they got at you to try to make you feel bad about coming back into your own inner world, bro. Because it don't matter, it really don't matter how you try to explain it to a person, bro. When you're at peace within and that person isn't, you try to take that one piece that they got in their world away from you, away from them, excuse me. You try to take that one piece that they got in their world away from them, they're going to hate you. They're going to despise you, because it's like, how dare you do that? How dare you take my piece? That's how they look at it. Nigga, that ain't your piece. Once a person gets a taste of your piece, nigga, that's theirs now in their mind. That's their piece now. So it's like, how dare you take my piece? How dare you take my piece? Bro, I'm telling you, they're very possessive over your energy, bro. On God, I'm telling you this. People are very possessive over your energy when they know you got that type of exotic energy, that divine, straight cut from the most high type energy, bro. They can't help it. They don't even do it on purpose. They just don't want to go back to their old world of not having no type of peace within, no type of order, no type of organization. They don't want to go back to their old world, and they know you're the source, nigga. You the source. You the plug on good energy. You're the plug. You're the plug. When they bring you around other people, they're the middleman. They're the middleman to good energy. You the plug on good energy. When they bring you around other people, they're the middleman. You're the plug when it comes to good vibes, good energy, good spiritual alignment and vibration. You the plug on that. You the plug. Is your shop open? And on who? Who is your shop open to? Nigga, you gotta be when you an energy dealer, when you dealing out energy, nigga, you gotta be selective with your energy, gang. You got to. Your energy ain't like weed where you just trying to get every customer you can. Nah, nigga, when you an energy dealer, when you dealing energy, when you dealing good vibrations, high frequencies, you gotta be real selective with your clientele. I hope y'all picking up what I'm putting down, nigga. When you an energy dealer, when you a frequency dealer, when you a vibration dealer, you gotta be selective with your clientele. Because wrong clientele could have you, your energy all sorts of off. One bad clientele could have your product fucked. One bad clientele could have your product not even of quality no more, bro. One bad clientele could not even have you as the energy dealer no more. I'm telling you, bro, one clientele can put you out of business, bro. And when I say out of business, I mean in terms of your frequency ain't on the level that you know is usually at. And it ain't even about being in business so you can continue to give that energy to other people. Being in business for yourself, bro. For yourself. That's what I'm saying. Because if you get out of business for your clientele, that means you out of business for yourself, because your good energy, your good vibration got to go to you first, gang. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's so serious. It's much more serious than people really taking this shit, bro. If you knew how much, oh, bro, I wish y'all just be knowing, bro. I wish y'all. Stay with me, bro. Bro, if y'all knew how much y'all energy cost it in the spiritual realm, bro. If y'all knew how much y'all energy was worth in the spiritual realm, gang. Why do you think people always trying to siphon your energy? Why do you think people always trying to siphon your energy? Why do you think people always trying to come up off your energy, bro? It's not by coincidence, bro. It's not on accident, bro. Their moves are very intentional. So therefore your moves have to be even more intentional. Even at your work job, bro. You got to understand. I was talking to one of my coworkers, right? Hopefully I'm not all around the world, bro. I just miss y'all and I got so much to talk about, bro. And I'm back on my spiritual shit, like tapped in for real, bro. We're going to get into all that. Bro. We got a lot to talk about. We're going to get into all that. I was talking to, I really want to write that down so I don't forget, but if it's meant for me to say it, I'm going to say it. I was talking to one of my coworkers the other day. She's so intelligent. And I even book smart too, but like she there with it. And bro, we was talking for damn near the whole shift. And the shift started, well, she got there around like 8 because she was filling in for somebody. So the shift go from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. When she got there like 8:30, we was really talking to almost damn near the whole time, or just about like deep, spiritual shit. And she practices Islam. She's Muslim. So even within that element, we was like going there with it. And she was talking about how the job that we work at is like she just feel drained. She only been there for a month. I'm like, I know exactly what you're saying. With me being there close to a year, it's just one of those environments. And I was explaining to her, it's not even the people. Sometimes it's an energy that looms over certain environments, like a dark energy that looms over certain environments, that becomes like an entity that just looms there. And that's its playground. That's its cesspool. You feel me? So it don't even be in particular individuals or people. That's just the environment. So when you going to work and you feeling like, oh, this coworker this, coworker that, sometimes it ain't even a particular coworker. It's the environment, bro. It's a collective emergence that goes into why you feel drained, why you feel stressed. You feel me? It's not just one element. It's all of it, bro. It's all of it. So that's why when you go into certain environments like that, you have to light your grid before you even go in there. When I mean by lighting your grid, activate your Merkaba. Take some deep breaths. Pray. Meditate before you go in there. Or while you at work, light your grid. Pray. Meditate. Read. Journal. Light your grid. When you know you're going into certain environments, try to have your grid lit up throughout the whole day. But when you know you're going into certain environments that try to pull from you, activate your Merkaba and light your grid. When you activate your Merkaba and light your grid, them energies get zapped away. They get zapped away. It's only so close they can come into your bubble, into your macabre, because it's been turned on. It's been the grid is on. Your grid is on. But with your grid off, you easily susceptible to these energies and to these entities. It's some energies and entities right now that is probably somewhere like maybe like 5-10 feet away, but that's as close as they can come, nigga, because I'm vibrating so crazy right now. And that's how I walk around, my vibration. How I walk around. Like, that's just within, bro. Sometimes it's more expansive, sometimes it's more consolidated. You feel me? But these are just things we gotta understand and know. You feel me? Yeah. I'm just tapped back into my knowledge and into my understanding of certain things. I'm back on knowledge of self. I'm back on esoteric. I'm back on and like being truly in engulfed in semen retention and focusing on me, bro. I had my first dream for the first time in a while about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and bro, I was so happy, bro. I was so happy because for like months and months I wasn't dreaming, but I was involving myself in certain things with certain individuals, and just giving my time to certain people, not going to sleep by myself, always having an energy looming over me on the phone with somebody. So that's blocking my way into the spiritual realm because that person ain't tapped into the spiritual realm. So you going to sleep with somebody on the phone or sleeping next to somebody that's not tapped into the spiritual realm or that's not really tapped into the dream world, and you start dreaming, that's why. Because there's a blockage, there's a disconnect. Your frequency is off. Because where you're supposed to be traveling to, their energy is pulling you back because their energy can't go there. So their energy is tugging on your energy saying, stay here with me when we go to sleep. And you're not even knowing this is happening. Your inner world know it's happening if you just sit there and within and you go like, damn, that's why I wasn't traveling. That's why I wasn't having these dreams no more. That's why I lost touch with spiritual information. That's why I lost the understanding of certain spiritual knowledge that just came like that to me. And then out of nowhere, it just started seeming like just the hardest shit ever to understand. Nah, the understanding didn't go nowhere. The interest dissolved. The access. It's a privilege. It's a privilege to be in understanding and being allowed into the spiritual realm. It's a privilege, bro. And when you don't treat it as such, it gets taken from you until you show you're worthy for it again. And even with me being led back into the spiritual realm, they slowly letting me back in, bits and pieces. It wasn't just, all right, here, everything go back. Like, nah, we need to see you really back, King. 33rd, nigga. Zay'S, we need to really see that you back, nigga. So it's like, okay, cool. I ain't mad at it because I know I'm really back. So it's like, it ain't no rush for me to get to the information. I'm like, it ain't no rush for me to get to those certain visions and to those having those certain dreams and being able to astral travel in certain. It ain't no rush. It ain't no rush for me to receive certain messages from the Most High. It ain't no rush because I know I'm back. So it's like it's only in due time. You feel where I'm vibrating right now. You see where I'm at. You see the routines I got set up. It's a little different this time around. It truly is. And when you know it's that, you can say shit with your chest like, yeah, nigga, stump down, nigga. It's really different. I'm really back, nigga. And And y'all know when you get that feeling, it's like, yeah. Even when you have a little off day, you still can go home and say, nigga, I'm still locked in though. I still stay true to my disciplines. I still stay true to my schedule, to my routines. I didn't revert back to my old ways. I'm much closer to my higher self than my lower self now. Still, even with an off day. It hit different, bro. It hit different, man. So when it comes to these things, bro, like journaling and really overall just finding new ways to, I guess, finding new ways to really magnify and maximize your harvest season. Step out of your comfort zone. I mean, like, step out of your comfort zone, clear our old energy, and rebuild, and also destroy the things that needs to be rebuilt and destroyed. That's supreme mathematics. I want to say that's number. Ooh, build and destroy. I don't remember. Please forgive me. But I know that's part of supreme mathematics. Now I want to go through and that's either. Is that 8? Might be 8. I gotta look it up now, bro. I have to look it up. Cause like, man, you feel me? I'm just that type of person. Stay with me, gang. Yeah, build and destroy. I knew it. It's 8. Build and destroy. So build or rebuild the things you need that you know you need to get back to, or the things that you need to start to become your your higher self, to become your God body, both physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. And destroy the things that's keeping you away from being God body. Destroy the things that's keeping you away from being God's child, or your eyes God's child. Destroy the things that keep you away from being a representation of the Most High. Destroy the things that keep you away from being a reflection of the Most High. Destroy the things that keep you away from your divinity. Destroy the things that keep you away from your mission. Destroy the things that keep you away from your vision. Rebuild the things that keep you. Rebuild the things that can take you to your vision. Rebuild the things that can take you to your mission. Build the things that you know needs to be implemented in your life, but you've been procrastinating. But you've been putting off because it might be too hard. Destroy the things that's too easy, and that's also being a hindrance to your life. Fuck if something is easy or hard. Look at it from this. What is it doing for my life? What is the benefit of me continuing to do this for my life? Forget if it's an easy thing to fall into a hard thing. You have to transcend past that low level human mindset, nigga. You have to tap into that new realm eventually. It's a choice. Yes, it's a thing about being chosen, but it's also a choice to allow yourself to be chosen, bro. You have to allow yourself to be chosen. Many people who are chosen don't allow themselves to be chosen, which therefore that chosen mission, that chosen essence, that chosen sprinkle upon you gets pulled and put onto someone else. Because for you to be chosen, you have to allow yourself to be chosen. You have to accept that you're chosen. You have to accept what comes with it. You have to be willing to embark on the journeys that comes with being chosen. And really, being chosen means you just choose yourself to take these journeys. You choose yourself to take that step with God. You choose yourself to align yourself to the Most High. You choose yourself to vibrate in a higher frequency. You choose yourself that you're not going to be like everybody else around you. That's what chosen is, nigga. You choose to live differently. You choose to do the hard things. You choose what's not cool all the time. That's chosen, nigga. You dig what I'm saying? With a gold, silver, and an ice AP, plus your roller bells on another level. You did, nigga. Yeah, I'm out, man.
They wanna know how I know, nigga on the damn oracle. The more high gave me the vision, it like I'm bestowed with it. I'm from Georgia, baby, I know how to lean, rock, and roll with it. I put them all down and you know they for sure with it. Come on, hey, can teach a big dog how to go get a bone.